Okay, folks, example number 2 says graph y is great. Oh, sorry about that. Here we go. Now, graph y is greater than or equal to 2x plus 4. Well, you know what we have to do, guys? We have to graph the border line. Okay, so we're going to actually act as if this is an equation. Now, it's not. So, you know what? I'll write it in a different color so we'll remember. You know what? It's not an equation, but we're going to use it as an equation. This is going to be our border line. So we're going to graph that line. It says y is equal to 2x plus 4. So we go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put our dot. Our slope is up 2 and over 1 right here. And I'm going to draw a line through these points. Now, you know what? I drew a solid line because it says that it can be greater than or equal to. If it had just said it needs to be greater than, I would have drawn a dotted line here. Okay? But it didn't say that. It said it can be equal to it. So I'm going to draw a solid line. Anytime it can be equal to it, we draw a solid line. Now, what I do is I look at the y-axis. Okay? And I see that this line has divided the y-axis into this part, which is above the line, and this part, which is below the line. Okay? Now, these numbers down here in red, these are smaller, like -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Those numbers are smaller. Above the line, these numbers are bigger, like 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now, what I want to do is go back and look at my inequality, and this sign says the y is greater than that stuff. So I want to shade on the side of the line where the greater numbers are. And you can see the bigger numbers are on the blue side. Okay? The lesser numbers are on the red side. We don't want to shade that one. We would shade that one if it said y is less than or equal to. All right? What that means is any point in the blue over here, like this point right here, which is -1, 6, is a solution to this inequality. In fact, I can plug it in, right? I'm going to put my parentheses. I can plug in that sample point, and it's going to give me a true statement. So I'm going to put in -1 for x and 6 for y. So I'm going to get 6 is greater than or equal to -2 plus 4. 6 is greater than or equal to 2, and that's true. Now, if I plugged in a point from over here where it's not shaded, let's say 4. Is that 4? Yep. 4, 1. If I plug that in, it's not going to be true. Let's see. 2 parentheses plus 4. Let's plug in 4 for my x and 1 for my y. So I'm going to get 1 is greater than or equal to 8 plus 4. 1 is greater than or equal to 12. That's not true. And we wouldn't expect it to be true because it's not in the shaded area. This one is. That's why it is true when we plug it in. All right, good job, guys. Let's look at the next example.